Hello guys, this is Ekalavya here, and in this video we are going to discuss how to actually dominate a new server on Kiss of War game, and this we achieve by a method called jumpers account. So in this video we are going to discuss more about how we go about doing this jumping on to the new server, and if you're doing it right, you can be in the top 20 ranks when your new server opens, and you can dominate this server from there on. So without much further delay, let's go ahead and start this video. So guys, this whole concept of this particular jumpers account is actually based on the newbie teleport that is available when you start the game. So if you go into the items here and click on other, you will find the newbie teleport there. As you can see, you have two newbie teleports available at the start of the game, and there is a time limit to it. You just have 10 days to use it, and even if you try to move within the server, this that particular jump will be considered as a newbie teleport jump. So do not try to even move within the server when you start the game. And another important thing here is regarding the headquarters level. To use the newbie teleport, the headquarters level should be less than 8. So by any chance, if you upgrade your headquarters to more than 7, you won't be able to do this. So do not make that mistake. By any chance, if you upgrade, there is no coming back from that. So that is the first thing that you have to make sure when you're creating a jumpers account. The second most important thing is regarding the starting server. So which server do you want to start with initially when you start the game? This is really important, and what my recommendation would be to start on an older server, a server which is actually from the number 1 to number 20 would be fine. So anything beyond that or the newer server, if you actually try to start there, the problem is that you will not be able to get much resources from your alliance. The reason being, you will not be able to get into the best alliance there, and the older servers, the alliance, they have already conquered the government, and then the alliance buffs are actually huge. So if you are able to get into the best alliance there, the amount of resources you will be getting from the guild is actually very high, and this will actually help you in growing the city and accumulating all the resources initially. So that is the reason why you should be looking into an older server. As you can see on this particular account, if I go into my profile here and then click on so as you can see, I have so I am actually on the number 5 server here. So I am with the AVN alliance, the guild. So they are actually the number 1 alliance here on this particular server. As you can see, my power is really low, just 80,000 power, and still I was able to get into the number 1 alliance. And due to that, I'm actually getting a lot of buff, a lot of resources. If you go into the guild again and then click on the territory, you can see the amount of resources I'm getting here. So every day I think I'm getting around 2 millions of all the resources. So just click on collect and everything is actually accumulated. So this will only happen if the alliance is good. Otherwise the amount of resources will be also low. And another thing is regarding hitting the invader, and there is a lot of buff from the alliance that you're getting when you're hitting. And so I have just started this game just 1 day ago, and then I've already hit the level 25 invaders. So as you can see, that just in 1 day, how can you hit the level 25 invaders? I did get help from another alternate account, so I hit from both the accounts. So that's how I was able to defeat them. But then it is because of the alliance buff that I was able to do that. Otherwise, even with an alternate account, you won't be able to hit on the level 25 on the first day or the second day. And you can see how much experience I'm gaining when you're hitting the level 25, and also the resources. So there also you're getting around 2,500 experience, and then all the resources here. So this all is actually due to this alliance I'm with, and that is why this becomes very important that you join a very good alliance, maybe the first or the second alliance in the server you're starting with. So that's the second thing. So the third most important thing I would recommend is regarding the speed ups. So initially, when you start the game, you will have 10 days on the first server. So you will have more than enough time to spend, more than enough time to actually upgrade things. So do not use any of your speed ups when you're starting the game on the first server you're in. Just because I think within the first 2 days itself you will max out everything on number 7. So you have more than enough time. Don't use the speed ups there here. Let's save it for the jumping server, like the newest server that you will be jumping into. And the next thing is regarding what you will be doing in this 10 days. So one thing is collecting resources. Just collect all the resources from by just gathering it. And the next thing is hitting on the invaders. So whenever you're getting the CP, like the action points, just hit on the invaders and then get the experience there, get the resources. That's all we have to do. Just keep on hitting them and then keep on collecting the resources and the experience. So you'll have to do this for the entire 10 days, or how much ever days you are in on that first server. And another important thing I would recommend is to have. So I understand that this might not be possible with everyone, but then if you have an alternate account, like if you are starting with 2 accounts on this server, this will be really helpful. The reason being, when you are hitting the invaders, you can hit with both the accounts. Like if you have 2 armies on the first account, 2 armies on the second account, you can actually hit with 4 armies on a particular invader. So that's how you conquer the highest level invaders, and then each of the armies actually get the experience. So each of the officers on the attack will actually get the same experience when you're hitting. For example, if I am hitting the level 25, as you can see, level 25, if I had one more officer here, if I had upgraded her to 20, I could have added one more officer here. So that means each of this officer will get this much experience. And if you have 2 accounts, so everyone will get this much experience when you're hitting the level 25. So this is actually doubling, or maybe increasing the amount of experience you are getting by hitting just one level 25 inverter. So that's how you can actually optimize how to hit the inverters and get maximum resources out of it. So these are some of the major things that you have to look for when you are starting the game. Another important thing, very important thing, is actually regarding when you want to start the game. So this is a little tricky. The reason being, it's completely dependent upon the developers, because but I have seen a pattern as to when they are actually opening a new server. If you look, so to show this, we will have to go into the world. And if you go back to the world, you will understand that what I have seen is that on every 5 or 6 days, they used to actually open a new server. But this recent server, the number 45 server that was opened, they took 8 days. So there is no guarantee that they will open it on the 6th day. But this has been their pattern for a long time, within 5 or 6 days. And I got screwed up on this 45 because I was actually starting a new game on a new server. I have even like spent some money on this particular, on a new account, and I was waiting for this for number 45 server to start, but they did not start on the 6th day, and my newbie teleport got over, and then it only started on the 8th day. So all those money I went into waste. All that I spent on that particular account went to waste. So that is one risk you have to take. So I would recommend maybe not spend money on the account initially, so that so that we make sure that you are like able to jump to the newer server. By any chance, if they are not opening the new server within that 10 days, you will be screwed. So let me go into, so let me just show you the days that they are opening the new server. Well, there's a little bit of problem here in getting into the world. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, the latest server is 45 that opened just around 3 days ago, and the one before that is around 11 days. So this was the only place when you see that the server was not open within 6 days, and if you go beyond that, you will see that it is 17 days, 6 days before that, and okay, if you go here, it's again 22, 5 days, and if you go back, it's 28, again 6 days. So this is the pattern that they have been following. So you will have to start the game in a way on a day, so that maybe on the 8th day or the 9th day a new server starts, and there is a certain risk you are taking uh, that is up to you. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it was helpful for you to start gaming. And if you are actually following this particular guide, I think you will be on the newer server. When you are jumping on the new server, you will be within the first 20 ranks. So after that, it's up to you. If you're spending on the game, then you can actually be on the top 10. If you're not spending, I don't think you will be able to maintain the rank within the first 10 or the 20, because there are a lot of players who will be spending a lot of money on the scheme. So that's the only reason why you will, but you will be still be able to get your ranks within the first 50 or maybe within the first 100 without any problem if you're active. So hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my first video um, for the Kiss of War game. So if you want more contents on this game, and if you need any more help or any more doubts regarding this, you can just ping me on the chat on the comment section. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and click on that subscribe button. Thank you.